Out in the cosmic deep, far beyond the glow of stars and the familiar rhythms of orbit, lies a boundary where the universe itself turns strange. A place where space curves infinitely, where time slows to a stop, and gravity, that gentle force that holds our feet to Earth, becomes a monster. This is the domain of the black hole, the darkest, most mysterious object in the known universe. At its edge lies the event horizon, a point from which nothing, not even light, can escape. Cross it, and you vanish from the universe's memory. But what happens on the way in is even more astonishing. Here, in this invisible borderland, matter meets its match. It's twisted, stretched, torn apart, until it becomes something long, thin, and utterly destroyed. This is no metaphor. It's physics, and scientists have a name for it: spaghettification. To understand spaghettification, we must first understand the monster behind it. A black hole forms when a massive star, far larger than our sun, exhausts its nuclear fuel. With nothing left to burn, it can no longer support its own weight. The core collapses inward. The outer layers explode in a supernova. What remains is a singularity, a point of infinite density. Surrounding this singularity is the event horizon, the invisible shell where the escape velocity equals the speed of light. Cross this line, and escape becomes impossible. Black holes come in many sizes. Stellar mass black holes, just a few kilometers across, born from stars. Intermediate mass black holes, rare, mysterious, and harder to find. Supermassive black holes, millions to billions of times more massive than the sun, anchoring the hearts of galaxies. Despite their differences, all black holes share a terrifying feature: gravity beyond anything else in the cosmos. And it's that gravity that sets the stage for spaghettification. On Earth, tides are caused by the moon's pull, subtle differences in gravity across the planet's surface. These tidal forces cause oceans to bulge and retreat. Now scale that up. Imagine falling feet first toward a stellar mass black hole. Your feet feel a much stronger pull than your head, not by centimeters, but by thousands of g-forces. This gravitational gradient creates a brutal effect. Your body begins to stretch. Bones snap, organs collapse, molecules elongate. The closer you fall, the worse it gets. You become longer, thinner, and thinner still, until you're a filament of matter, many kilometers long, narrower than a thread of silk. To an observer watching from a safe distance, your image would appear to freeze just outside the event horizon, redshifting, dimming, fading into infrared, and then radio until you're gone. But from your perspective, you fall straight through, and the process is merciless. This is spaghettification, not a theory, but a physical consequence of Einstein's general relativity. What lies beyond the event horizon? It's not a tunnel, not a passage. It's a one-way descent into warping geometry, into a place where time and space switch roles. Inside, every possible direction leads inward. There is no escape route, no up or down. Even light itself is dragged toward the singularity. As you fall deeper, the very concept of time fractures. Your past is behind you, but so is the future. The singularity, which you approach in seconds, becomes your entire future, inevitable, inescapable. Your stretched atoms, once part of a living being, are now a train of information, moving inward forever. But not all black holes are created equal, and neither is spaghettification. If you fall into a stellar mass black hole, the tidal forces near the event horizon are so intense, you're shredded before you even cross the threshold. But with a supermassive black hole, like the one in the Milky Way's center, Sagittarius A*, the story changes. These giants have event horizons that stretch over millions of kilometers. The curvature of space-time at the horizon is gentler. You might cross it without even realizing. You'd feel no sudden pull, no shock, not yet. But deeper in, near the singularity, the spaghettification begins. Slowly, then violently, until not even your subatomic particles survive. In a way, the larger the black hole, the more merciful the entrance, and the more terrifying the end. We've never watched a human fall into a black hole, but we've seen what happens to stars. In 2019, astronomers witnessed a tidal disruption event in real time. The violent death of a star that wandered too close to a black hole 375 million light-years away. Caught in the pull, the star was stretched, stripped, and shredded into a luminous stream of gas. That gas spiraled inward, heating up and emitting X-rays, a glowing obituary for a star that died by spaghettification. These events confirm what our equations predicted. They are rare, they are beautiful, and they are terrifying. The universe is not just poetry and stars. It's violence, precision, and loss. Here's the paradox. In physics, information is never supposed to disappear. Even when matter is destroyed, its quantum information should persist, encoded in the universe's fabric. But black holes seem to erase information. Once something crosses the event horizon, it's gone. No messages, no signals, not even echoes. Stephen Hawking suggested that black holes slowly evaporate via Hawking radiation, releasing particles over billions of years. But this radiation seems random. It carries no imprint of what fell in. So where does the information go? Is it stored on the event horizon? Is it smeared across space-time in holographic form? Or is it gone forever, violating the laws of quantum physics? This is the black hole information paradox, and it's still unsolved. But one thing's for sure, spaghettification isn't just physical, it's philosophical. It forces us to confront what it means to be erased from space, from time, from history. Could anything survive spaghettification? Could we ever cross a black hole and live to tell? The short answer, not in our current understanding. But some theories, speculative, wild, and thrilling, imagine other possibilities. Wormholes, hypothetical bridges through space-time, hidden inside rotating black holes. White holes, the reverse of black holes, objects that expel matter rather than consume it. Quantum tunneling, could particles escape or be reborn elsewhere? In some theories, what we call a singularity might be a passage, not an end. But until we unify general relativity and quantum mechanics, it remains only theory. Spaghettification may sound whimsical, a word plucked from science fiction, but it is real. It is cold. It is final. It is what happens when gravity runs out of patience. Black holes do not crush with malice. They do not stretch with intent. They are the natural consequence of mass, energy, and time, taken to their most extreme. And yet, in the destruction they bring, they also deliver insight into the fabric of space-time, into the limits of physics, into the destiny of everything, even light itself. To fall into a black hole is to leave the universe as we know it, to become part of a mystery so deep, even time must bow. This is the story of the fall, of the stretch, of the singularity. This is spaghettification.